Hi and welcome. I'm Tina McDonald and I'm really excited to be able to share with you a little bit of something different for today's project. We're going to be using Spellbinders Grand Stately Circles as well as the Double Delight Cut Full Tuck die templates. I've also added a touch of jeweled flowers and flourishes on here just for an accent. So if you're looking for something a little different than your regular cut, emboss, and stencil, tune into today's video because we're going to have a lot of fun getting messy and yet finishing up with this adorable little project. So stay tuned, have fun, and I hope you enjoy. So we're starting with our plain canvas and we're going to add some texture with this light modeling paste. Once the molding paste is dry, we're going to start adding some color by using watercolor paints. These are by Artist Loft and we're going to start applying them in layers. Now we're going to work with the Grand Stately Circles. When you're numbering the dies, we start from the center. The smallest one is number 1, number 2, number 3, and then number 4. Okay, so since there's 4 in the set, the dies are number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to take away number 1 and number 4. Sorry, that was number 4. This is number 1. And so we're going to be working with number 2 and number 3. So if you leave them set just like that on top of your base plate with the cutting edge facing up, I'm going to add a layer of wax paper because that makes the detailing much easier to get out. And so I'm going to add just a touch of tape. Cardstock. Cutting plate C. And there you have it. There's our piece that we're going to be using. And this piece here is the extra piece and we're not going to use that in this project. See how easy it comes out with the wax paper? So this piece is to be set aside for another project. This one here is the one we're going to use today. Remove the wax paper and we're ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and adhere this to our canvas and then we're ready to move on to the next step. Now that we have our Grand Stately Circle adhered to our canvas, we're going to add a layer of gesso, lightly covering the majority of the canvas. So next, what I did actually came about as a result of a mistake. I'm using Tattered Angels Chalkboard Glimmer Mist in 7Cs. Love this color. So what I thought at first that I would do is I would add some speckles to my canvas. But when I did my first one, it went on in lines, and I really was not happy with the way it was looking. So I decided to change it up. here's what I did. I did that, and then I gave it a couple of quick sprays. Then I took a napkin, a piece of paper towel, whatever you want to use, and I smeared it, and I really liked the way that looked. Touch of water, just to blend it all in. If you want to at that time, you can add a little bit more gesso, just kind of blending things. Isn't that a neat color? Love it. So that gave my canvas the character I was looking for. There. For the next step, we're going to add some layers by playing with stamps and again our watercolor paints. Now that we have red on our paintbrush, we're going to do a couple of little things here. First of all, we're going to paint a border around the entire canvas. You can leave it just on the tip, or you can go ahead and do the entire edge, which I believe I'm going to do. Well, we have that red paint on there. We're going to not waste a drop. We're going to dollop it over this, just lightly rubbing, and the texture from the die cut is going to pick up the red. So we're going to add red here. There, we're finished with our stamps. We've got one more thing to do that is like stamping, only it's so much fun. We're going to use bubble wrap. We're going to create our own stamp block. Now the basics of your canvas is finished. All the beautiful detailing with the paints and the die cuts and the stamps, texturizing cream. Now we're going to go ahead and add all the extras that make it oh so special. Next, we're going to create this pretty little embellishment using the Double Delight Cut Fold Tuck die templates. This is the template we're going to use. I've gone ahead and cut one already out of a turquoise teal colored paper, and then we're going to cut another from the red. Now, because this is going to be on the back side of our flower, there's no need to go ahead and emboss it. So we'll pop it out. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take that pretty blue teal and we're going to put the back sides together. Okay, and then we're going to, there's no need to adhere them together because the folding does that for us. So now we're going to fold each one of those in. See how that goes? So go ahead and do all of the petals. After they're all folded in, you're going to tuck each one into the little tabs. See those there? Use a sharp pointed tool and that will be a great help. So once you have that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our paintbrush that has just a touch of red on it, still, and we're going to add just a touch to those petals. Just gives a little bit of dimension. Also the same thing on the inside. Don't have to be too fussy, we're just adding color. See that? Kind of adds a little bit of a distressed look. There. Next we're going to add a button. Here we have a button with twine. I'm going to adhere this to our canvas. To finish this piece off, I've chosen some pieces from Juliana's Flowers and Flourishes die template set. Love this set, one of my absolute favorites. And so I've cut them, I've added a little bit of watercolor pencil to them and blended, and we're going to add these to our page just as a finishing touch. There you have it. I hope you've enjoyed our time together today. It's been so much fun playing with all the different mediums that Spellbinders dies can bring to a project. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day.